So hello everyone. Welcome. If you are new to the channel, welcome back. If you love me, I love you too. We are here because I was guided to do an empowered divine feminine episode. This will be episode 4. The other episodes are in a playlist called Empowered Divine Feminine. Divine feminine is an aspect within the self. Okay, it's our yin, right? Yin and yang, and it's our yin. So empowering our divine feminine, because a lot of the times our own masculine energy, our minds, our logic, what we want, our ego run the show and ignore or negate or excuse or dismiss our intuitive feelings that something is off or something's not right, and we continue to push through anyway. And then we wonder why life slaps us in the face, or the rug gets pulled out from under us, or everything falls apart. And it's because we weren't listening to our feminine energy. Okay, we weren't listening to that intuitive, receptive, emotional, feeling, guiding, sensing aspect of ourself, right? Our masculine is our shot caller, it's our willpower, it's our thoughts, it's our choices, okay? It's our determination and our drive. It's our yang, it's our actions. It's what we choose to do. Our feminine is what we feel and what we intuit, okay? It's our sensing. And if we ignore our feelings and we ignore our sensing, we end up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Okay. So this is about empowering our feminine energy. It doesn't matter if you're a man, a woman, or identify as something else. Okay. We all have yin and yang aspects within. Divine feminine is our yin. Okay. So we're going to see what kind of message comes out. Let's start. This is my energy alignment deck. All right, you can check it out. I have a couple left in my Etsy shop. They are waterproof and rip proof and bend proof, and they're fucking awesome, simple cards. And they got all chakra colors on one side and all shadows on the other. And so we're going to kind of see what energy. Hey Kelly, how you doing? My beautiful diamond. We're going to see what kind of energy spirit has for us and wants to discuss, what it wants to bring to our attention for this episode, right? This divine feminine, empowered divine feminine episode. So we're going to see where the conversation takes us. Spirit, take the wheel. What is going on? All right, so the first card flew right out is reliable. See if it'll close enough. Reliable. All right, the reverse of reliable is unreliable. So root chakra energy. What else? Intentional manifester, and it came out reversed. Okay, blindsided by bad choices. This is what we were talking about when we ignore our feminine, right? We get blindsided by life because of the bad choices that we made, right? Negating, ignoring, or dismissing the feminine aspect of the self. So intentional manifesting, and it's in reverse, and it's a throat chakra card. So when we intend for things or wish for things, we really have to pay attention to what it is we're saying and how we're saying it. All right. So what else, Spirit? Because I feel like there's more. An energy vampire in reverse. Okay. Oh, there's still more. Okay. What else? Dream achiever and cowardice. All right. We're going to leave it there. We've got grounded on top of the deck. Again, root chakra energy. And then we have needs proof, believe it when they see it, as the shadow on the bottom. Okay. The adverse of the light of that would be claircognizant, which is just knowing. Not knowing why you know, but you know. This is intuitive as shit. Okay. If you know and you don't have a reason to know, like I knew my ex was fucking cheating before I had proof. And then even after I had proof, he wouldn't admit it. But I knew before he did. Okay. I already knew. I had a feeling. But I need proof to know for certain, right? Need proof to know for certain, when really you just need to trust your fucking knowing. If you know, especially if you're not looking for it. Especially if you're not looking for it. Like, I was having fucking dreams. And I never have dreams like that, ever. So all of a sudden I'm having weird dreams like that. And this is third eye stuff. It's dream state stuff. It's third eye, right? So you don't necessarily need proof. If you're looking for it, you're going to find shit that's not there. You're going to find yourself in a hall of mirrors, okay? But if you aren't looking for it and you're having this weird feeling and you just know, hey, Story, how you doing? And you just know, please trust your intuition, because you weren't looking for it and you wouldn't in a million years have any reason to believe that. So why is it coming up? Why is it in your knowing? Why is it entering your psychic field, right? Why is it coming into your dream state, or even thoughts, like random daydreams, like weird scenarios in your mind? Like, ask yourself that question, okay? Why you would ignore your clairsensing. Claircognizant, knowing without having proof, is a big deal. You need to be able to trust that. You know how often people torture themselves because they don't have proof and they're just with a really fucking highly manipulative, cunning motherfucker? They have a way with words. They gaslight. They make you think that you don't remember what you could have sworn you remembered correctly. Like, what proof do you need? God knows my ex was so fucking smart. There was no way he was going to leave proof. No way I was going to find text in his phone. No way. He wasn't stupid. He wasn't stupid. He was using his work phone. He wasn't bringing his work phone home. Like, I'm not dumb. The whole car smelled like fucking cologne was just fresh sprayed in there. And I found shit in the back seat and condoms in the middle console. And he hit it raw because they weren't open. I ended up catching HPV. That's how I found out. That was the proof I got. He gave me HPV, which I've cured, by the way. I have worked through that physically. However, it didn't prevent me from getting the proof I needed, right? He was in misalignment, out of alignment, but I already knew, right? I already knew this kind of stuff. Claircognizant, guys, listen. Don't let anybody call you fucking crazy. Don't let anybody call you crazy and you don't have proof. Show me proof. Show me proof. Fuck you and your proof, okay? We're going to open up this whole episode like that. Oh, you can't prove it. You can't prove it. Fuck you. I don't need to prove it. I fucking know. How about that? I fucking know. How about that? I just know. I trust my fucking self. How about that? How about your bullshit is not more powerful than my truth? How about me trusting you is not more powerful than me trusting myself? How about that? I don't need fucking proof. If you weren't fucking doing it, I wouldn't be getting these signs or symbols or feelings or dreams or whatever the fuck out of nowhere. But I am. Fuck you and your proof. God knows his ex, his other ex, when I straight up told her every fucking detail of him and I together, because he had told me that they weren't together, legit, told me they weren't together, that they were living together because it was convenient for kids, but that they were not together and that was understood. And he even marked his relationship status as single on Facebook and then took it down from being public. Okay. But only me can see it. Didn't realize that until after the fact. Apparently they were still very much together. I told her the whole thing because something, right? Intuition didn't sit right. I ended up telling her the whole fucking thing because I was like, damn it, he's probably telling her I'm fucking crazy the way he's telling me she's crazy. She's crazy. So I was like, fuck it. Fuck him. I'm going to tell her the whole fucking truth. Tell her everything that happened. And she was like, do you have proof? I was like, do I have proof? No, I don't have proof. I'm telling you outright. Like, why would I make this shit up? And she's like, well, if you don't have proof, me and him are together. And I'm just like, proof. All right, honey. It's your turn to go catch an STD now. It's your turn. I tried to warn you. I tried to warn you. This is the fucking guy, right? This is the fucking guy. You know, what the fuck? So please trust your knowing. And if you're going to be with someone and need proof, like, then you're not even with them because you love them. You're with them for some other reason. Because you would need some kind of proof to stop taking from them whatever you're taking. That's essentially what it comes down to. Why else would you not give a fuck that another person is giving you all this information? Like, hey, I was with this person on this day at this time, and they told me this, and I was under the impression of that. Like, bitch, I'm not your enemy. I'm your fucking best friend right now. Like, yo, I'm not believing him. I'm trusting that maybe you're not crazy like he's saying. Because if he's saying I'm crazy, he's mistaken, right? I was being misled. Maybe you're being misled. Like, we're on the same team as sisters, soul sisters. I'm not your enemy. I've been open, honest, and loving to you the entire time I've known you. I've been honest the entire time that I've known you. I've meant every word I've said. So it's like, you know, hold yourself, understand, hold yourself, hold your fucking ground, and self-mercy that's underneath of that. Stay authentic. These are the energies that we're dealing with right now. I just went on an 11 fucking minute rant about claircognizant and trusting your fucking self. And if something's not right, like, trust yourself. She knew something wasn't fucking right. She knew. That night, she knew something wasn't right. She needed proofs. And because she didn't get the proof, she dismissed it. Like, what? Now that's crazy. Now that's crazy. Like, claircognizant, I know they're back together. I ain't crazy, and I ain't stupid. I know. I know. Trust your fucking self. Rely on yourself. Be able to be so secure in trust of yourself that your inner guidance system would not steer you wrong. Your intuition is divine. Your intuition, high divine feminine energy, this is divine mother energy, would never, never steer you in the wrong direction. It is like a spiritual GPS. It knows your highest good. That is the destination. And it is taking you on the fastest, most effective and efficient route there. You can detour all you want. The divine is going to reroute you to your highest good. And you can detour again. It's going to reroute you to your highest good. It will never keep you out of alignment with the direction of your highest good manifestation, your highest good life. The divine will never steer you wrong. It is us that choose the detour by ignoring it. Be really fucking grounded and reliable, right? Trusting your knowing. Know like you know, like you know. Like, if you know, no matter how much you want someone, no matter how much you love someone, no matter how much the fuck they turn you on, no matter how good the sex is, I don't fucking care what it is that keeps you hooked on them. If you know they are fucking toxic and you know they are fucking using you, trust me when I tell you, you ain't wrong. You're not wrong. They ain't in it because they love you. They're in it because they're using you and they're taking advantage of you in some way. And you know it. And you're hoping that they change. And you're hoping that they're different. And they're hoping that they see your worth. And you're hoping that they see your value. And you're just wasting your fucking life detouring from your highest good destination. Waste of fucking time. You only get this lifetime once. How are you going to run it? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to end up? Yeah, sometimes even a friend doesn't want to hear the truth. And that's the fucking truth. That's the fucking truth. She didn't even realize I was her friend. She did not even realize I was her friend. It's crazy. He cheated on her with me. I didn't realize it. He cheats on me with whoever the fuck else he was working with, given I know who she is. And I let her know after him and I split. after him and I split, that I still wanted to be in the kids' lives. I messaged her 3 different occasions over the course of a month and a half, 2 months. And each time she blew me off, and I know she ended up taking him back. I just fucking know. I just know. Because I know him. I know him. And I know her. I know them better than they realize. They're back together because I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. Oh, how do you know? I fucking know, and I fucking trust myself. I'm grounded in my own fucking self. Now, let's get into the rest of this message, right? The rest of the cards. We've got Intentional Manifester in reverse, Energy Vampire in reverse, Dream Achiever, and Cowardice here. Now, Intentional Manifester in reverse. This is like saying, well, I want to be happy. I want to live in a nice big house. I want to do this and I want to do that. And I want to live happily ever after. Whatever your happily ever after is. I want to live happily ever after. But the person you're choosing to be with, it's happily ever after is not possible. It's not possible. Maybe you're a dude with a fucking miserable, angry, crazy, volatile, obnoxious, fucking dumb bitch. Okay? Some toxic fucking bitch. It's garbage energy. You want to live happily ever after with this woman who's using you, who is financially leeching off of you and is scared to fucking, tell you that she don't fucking love you and wants to leave because she's financially codependent on you. So she's abusive and whatever. But you want happily ever after. You want happily ever after. Okay, but you're not going to get happily ever after with that person. That person needs to heal. You're not going to have them heal with you because you're the crutch right now. How can they heal if they're leaning on you? How? So what are you speaking into existence that is counterproductive to what you actually desire? Because I really want to be with this person. I really, really want to be with this person. But I want to live happily ever after. Well, those two things aren't. One is ideal and one is real. One is ideal and one is real. You want to be with this person, great, you're with this person. But if you want happily ever after, that's ideal. And that's not possible with said person. So what do you want? The ideal or the real? Because what you're speaking into manifestation is not lining up with what you want. I want to be happy and I want this person, but this person is miserable. They make me miserable. They stress me out. I'm in a financial hole, but I really want this person. And I want to live happily ever after. Okay. But the two don't go together. It's like oil and water. Do you want oil or do you want water? Because one is great for frying shit and one is great for hydration. But they are not the same. You're not going to go drink oil and be hydrated. You're not going to go put water in the pan and fry something. It doesn't work like that. You want two things that are way different to do what the other does, and it's not possible. That's what intentional manifester in the reverse is. And then you're blindsided by bad choices because of it. Because you're sticking with this person, hoping, right? Hoping for happily ever after. Hope. I say it all the time. It's a beautiful name. But it is a bullshit word. Because if you hope, your fingers crossed, I hope it works out. I hope. Which means you know that there's a chance it might not work out. It might fail. So if you are hoping, That is your first and biggest red flag, because you don't have faith that it will. You don't have faith that it will. What's crazy is I still have faith that my ex can fucking realize shit and change. Now, that doesn't mean I would ever go back to him. Okay. I just know and believe and have faith that he will eventually transcend his stuck place. I don't see that for his ex/current. I don't have faith. I could hope that she would. I can hope that she makes him happy. I could hope. But I don't have faith in that. Let me tell you something real quick. And we're going to get into astrology because this is important. When you deal with squares and oppositions in a chart, right? Oppositions, polar signs, those are integrations. Two things that are challenged that need to integrate. When you have squares, those are challenges that you need to rise to, because otherwise they're the detour. They're the energy that's going to pull you off path, pull you off. People who are born with a grand cross, that is two oppositions creating 90-degree angles in between the four different placements. Okay? They will always fall in mutable signs, all mutable, all fixed, or all cardinal signs. Sagittarius opposes Gemini, double mutable, and they square Pisces and Virgo, double mutable. So it's a mutable cross or a fixed cross or a cardinal cross. Cardinal crosses. That's Aries, Libra, and Cancer and Capricorn. Cardinal crosses means you have a very difficult time taking the lead in your life. It doesn't mean you can't. It means you are destined to. And that everything that has transpired in your life has been set and geared to make you believe and to make you afraid of taking the lead. That's where your biggest challenges are. You have to be the leader of your life. You have to be able to make choices and decisions and make mistakes and have it be okay and learn from it and do better next time. You have to allow yourself the ability to try things and fall and get back up and try differently. Try better. Being the leader of your life, right? Cardinal squares and crosses. How do you take the lead instead of giving your power away and being led? How do you reclaim your power and take the lead of your life? Cardinal crosses. Fixed crosses have a very, very difficult time. We're talking about Taurus and Scorpio and Leo and Aqua. Okay, those are the fixed signs. Taurus and Scorpio and Leo and Aqua. When you have a fixed cross or fixed squares and oppositions, right, in any combination, but in particular a fixed cross, you have an exceptionally difficult time stabilizing yourself as a person. You might go through consistent changes and not know who you are. You might be one of those people that change according to who you're dating, right? That would be a good example. Well, I'm dating this person, so I'm into the music they're into now, and I dress kind of like the crowd that they're into now. Like my last boyfriend, I was totally a prep, but now my new boyfriend is kind of skater, kind of grungy. He likes to work on cars or whatever the fuck he does, and so now I'm more that style, and I listen to all that music now. Yeah, I don't really listen to any of the music I did before. You morph and change because you have a very difficult time being fixed or stable in something. It deals with your reality. You might constantly be moving. It deals with magic and the occult and your deeper spirituality, your subconscious belief systems. That might constantly be shifting. You might believe what other people are believing around you. It deals with Aquarian and Leo energy. Who you are and present as may change according to the crowd. You may be a follower, right? And the whole point of overriding a fixed cross is to define who you are outside of everybody else. Who are you? What do you truly believe in? What do you stand by? What is your integrity, your moral compass code? What is it that you, the individual, love? What do you enjoy doing when you are not with anybody else? Do you have a skill? Do you have a talent? Are you naturally attuned to animals or nature or something? Like, what is it that is special about you that's not being defined by someone else, right? This is the whole point of having a fixed cross, right? Now, mutable crosses. Mutable crosses is Gemini and Sag and Virgo and Pisces. 3 of those signs straight up deal with communication. Everybody knows that Gemini and Virgo rule Mercury, which is the communicative, mental, planet, right, that rules these 2 signs. Sagittarius is known for being blunt as fuck, right? I mean, God knows y'all know me on my channel. I'm a Sag stellium. And I got Mercury in there. Hey. Sag is blunt, right? They just fucking say it. People say they have foot and mouth syndrome and probably shouldn't say half the shit that they say. I'd say, fuck that. Everything is meant to be said. Even if we were taught it's not proper otherwise. And Pisces, right, is almost, it's communication, but in a way different way. It's watery and it's intuitive and it's psychic. Right? It is telepathy and psychic communication. It is talking in dream state and through the astral, right, connecting with people through that kind of connection. It's also the unconscious and subconscious fears of the self that come through in our behavior. Okay. When you have a mutable cross, when these signs are in opposition and square with each other, they're challenging each other. You have placements that create a grand cross, a mutable cross. The whole point of that cross is to get you to change. Because all mutability is changeability, flexibility, morphability, growability. It's how you grow and evolve. An oak tree don't become an oak tree by staying a fucking seed. The grand cross, a mutable cross, wants to stay a seed forever. It doesn't want to grow. But the whole point, the whole reason why you came into this life with a mutable cross was to fucking change. And the minute you start to change the way you talk, the minute you start to change the way you see things, right? Because Gemini and Virgo is communication. It's how you do things, right? Gemini is outright verbal communication. Virgo is communicating with your actions, paying attention to detail. Sag is about seeing the long-term vision. Yes, I can manifest that. And Pisces is belief. Belief, right? This isn't about, I'll believe it when I see it. I need proof. I'll believe it when I see it. No, Piscean energy and its fucking light is belief. It's faith, not hope. Faith. That's Pisces energy. If you have a grand cross, a mutable cross in your chart, you are meant to change, meant to grow, meant to shift the way you talk, the way you do things, the way you perceive, and the way you fucking believe about people in life. Maybe you think all people are assholes, all people are out to use me, all people are going to take advantage of me, and then you meet that fucking earth angel, right? Hey, and then you meet this fucking earth angel, and this earth angel isn't out to use you. They're not out to abuse you. They're not out to take from you. They're genuinely there and care and are providing a intuitive service, right? A divine service to you to let you know, hey, not everybody in the world is quote unquote evil or dark or malicious or maniacal or scheming, manipulative. Some people are genuine. And the mutable cross person is like, no, you're using me. I know you are. And they're like, no, I'm really not, though. Well, the challenge is to open up your mind and be like, wow, maybe there are people out there that don't fucking want to use me, manipulate me, take advantage of me, hurt me. Maybe there's genuine people out there who fucking love me, right? It's about being mind blown. The whole point of overriding a mutable cross is to be fucking mind blown, to let yourself grow. So you know what? Fuck being a seed. It's not serving me or anyone, because the only way I'm able to serve anyone from being a seed can't do shit. What's a seed going to do? Feed a bird for a second and get shit out and still be a seed? But if the seed grows and it turns into a huge fucking tree, it's gonna house the birds. It's gonna house the squirrels. It's gonna house insects. It's gonna create fruit in some which way, shape, or form, or have beautiful shade for things to sit under and get out of the hot sun. It's gonna provide some type of beautiful, fragrant flowers, and now bees are there. You know, like being a tree and fully grown serves so much in comparison to staying a fucking seed. Like, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm a fucking Sag. It's some pussy shit staying a seed. Grow. See how beautiful you can fucking be. Override these challenges, right? Go through the integrations. Understand why you're here. And have at it. Like, get to it. Astrology, your natal chart is a fucking map to understanding why the fuck you're here. And if you're getting blindsided by bad choices that you made, and you're like, oh shit, this isn't working out. Why isn't it working out? I wanted it to work out so bad. I manipulated a million things to make it happen, and it's still falling apart. Why? Because you didn't heed your divine feminine energy. You didn't listen to your intuition. You wanted what you wanted when you wanted it, and you wanted it now. You wanted it your way. You wanted to negate your highest good. You wanted to detour and detour and detour and detour until you hit the fucking ocean. Now where are you going to go? Now where are you going to drive? You detoured all the way to the fucking ocean. Is your car going to morph into a submarine? I don't fucking think so. Tesla ain't invented it yet. You ain't going for a deep dive in the ocean. Let's keep detouring, you dumb motherfucker. You got to grow now. You got to turn around. You got to go back, and you got to grow now. You can't detour anymore. The divine only lets you go so far. The divine only lets you go so far. And then you get tower moments, right? That's why the tower is in tarot, because the divine says, hey, it's card number 16. And 1 is initiation. 6 is the vibration of unconditional love. To the 7, right? 1 and 6 is 7. That is divine miracle and divine intervention. That is literally the numerology of 16, the tower card. Initiating unconditional love. Spirit said, initiating unconditional love. Tower. Divine intervention. You have gone too far. You have gone too far. Detour. Rerouting. Rerouting. Let's turn you around. Let's get you back on track. Just had to demolish everything. Don't be blindsided because you want one thing you think you want that feels like shit. Why are you addicted to pain? Why are you addicted to suffering? I want to be with this person. I think they're the most beautiful person in the whole world. I love them more than anyone. I put them up on this beautiful pedestal, and I've sacrificed everything and invested all this energy into them. And I need the return now. I'm waiting for the reciprocity that's never fucking coming. And it's stressing me out. And it's making me question my worth. And it's making me doubt myself, and it's making me afraid that I will never get back what I put in. They're going to hurt me. They're hurting me right now. Take them off the fucking pedestal. Go sit your ass on that pedestal. What, you ain't fucking worth that pedestal that they're not putting you on? Either you're going to sit side by side on a pedestal with someone, you're going to sit side by side with them on that fucking pedestal. And they know it and you know it. And you're side by side on that pedestal. Or someone's got to come off that pedestal so that you can be on it. Period. And if someone ain't putting you on that pedestal with them, you need to kick them the fuck off that pedestal and reclaim your fucking throne. Remember who the fuck you are. Remember who the fuck you are. And you don't deserve treatment like that. You don't deserve love one way. It's one way as fuck. Fuck one way. Love ain't one way. I said that to my ex once. Love is not one way. It's not a one-way street. It's a two-way street. Love is not one way. We've got energy vampire in reverse, and we've got cowardice, and we've got dream achiever. You've got a dream you're trying to achieve, right? But you're too fucking afraid to let go of your energy vampire. This is the whole message that we've been talking about. The opposite of cowardice is courageousness, right? Courageous. Energy vampire in the back phase is sovereignty. It's being sovereign. You're letting someone else's energy control you. You're being led. You're giving your power away. When you put someone up on a pedestal and they're not reciprocal with that, placing you on the same pedestal with them, you are just as important as me. I'm going to consider you the way you consider me. I'm going to love you the way you love me. I'm going to invest in you the way you invest in me. I'm going to reciprocate. We are both on this pedestal together. If you are not on the same pedestal with someone, you are giving your power away. They are just draining the shit out of your power, and you're giving it to them freely. They're taking up all your heart space, your emotional energy. They're taking up all your mental energy, all your thoughts. They're taking up your financial energy. They're taking up your physical energy. They are affecting your health. They're stressing you out. Maybe you don't get enough sleep. Maybe your body hurts. Maybe you're catching fucking HPV. Because you have someone on a pedestal and you ain't on that pedestal with them. They're not treating you like a fucking energy partner equal. They're like, nope, I'm just going to take all your fucking energy. Keep giving it to me. It feels great. Keep giving it to me. I'll take from you all day. All day, every day. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you. Take them off the goddamn pedestal. Bitch, please. I put you on that pedestal because I saw beautiful qualities in you. And then you got up there and acted like an asshole. And now all them beautiful qualities don't hold a candle, don't hold a fucking match to the bullshit you're sitting up there doing. I ain't keeping no bullshit up on a pedestal. That's crazy. You want to achieve the dream? Shift, grow, change, see clearly. See clearly. Get yourself on level with someone, equal level. Rise to your challenges. Integrate things. Integrate the lessons. Wow, I treated this earth angel like shit. They really did love me and care about me. They weren't using me. I treated them like shit and they left. Huh. Guess I can't. Good people like shit, I'll lose them. Lesson learned. Okay, so the next time you meet a good person, don't fucking abuse them, right? Don't use them and take them for granted. Reciprocate. Well, I was with this person and they just used the shit on me. They didn't give back to me at all. They didn't care. They didn't say thank you when I did things for them. They just expected it and felt entitled and they took from me. And I kept sticking around, and well, you don't stick around with people like that. They're fucking trash energy. They're energy vampires. Lesson learned. You don't keep giving to someone to see if they're going to give back this time. You give and someone gives back, because someone who's reciprocal, someone who cares and you give to them, they are instantly going to want to give back. That's just who they are. Someone does something nice for me, my instant reaction is, I can't wait to repay them. What can I do to repay them? That's the first thought. It's the first thought that runs through my head. That was so nice of them. How could I possibly reciprocate? That is the first thought. And people are either like that or they're not. People are either like that or they're not. See, me being that way, I don't know how people cannot be that way. How could you not? How can you not give back to someone who is so kind, considerate, caring, and honest with you, vulnerable with you, gregarious with you? How could you not? To me, that's insane. How could you not? That's like a whole, that I don't comprehend a computer understand that. How people could be like that. How people could just fucking take and be okay with that. I don't compute. I've learned that people like that are out there. I learned that not everybody is like me. I've learned, right? Integrating the lessons. Yeah, not everybody's like me. Some people will gladly fucking take. Some people will say anything to fucking take and keep taking. They'll gaslight the shit out of you to keep taking. They'll abuse this shit out of you to keep taking. Yeah, there's people out there like that. I had to learn it. Not everybody's like me, because the way I am, I've been this way since I was a kid. You give to me, you're nice to me, I give back to you, and I'm nice to you. We're best friends now. That's just how I've always been. And I will continue to be reciprocal, and I will continue to be your best fucking friend until you screw me over or fuck me over. Well, guess we're not friends anymore, because friends wouldn't do that to each other. I would never do that to you. I would never betray you like that. I would never dishonor you like that. I would never let someone talk shit on you behind your fucking back ever. Never. I would never talk to you that way. I learned things in this life. We all do. People come in, it's great for a while. Sometimes they start to show you their real fucking colors, and it's time to go. It's time to go. Don't place anybody on a pedestal. Anybody, if it's not you or someone who literally has you on a pedestal, no one else besides you, and that person who puts you on a pedestal deserve to be on a pedestal. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. The only person that deserves to be on a pedestal is you and the person who puts you on the pedestal with them. Who else deserves a pedestal? Who? You want to talk about some shit? You want to talk about claircognizant? I had a feeling. I knew that my ex's demons were going to get the best of him. I knew he was going to forget who I was. I knew his demons were going to start lying to him one day. And I literally said to him, I said, when your demons get the best of you, remember who I am. I'm the person that at 3:00 in the morning, he had me blocked. He had me blocked at the time on his phone. And I had a feeling that he had no money and no food. I had a feeling that whatever he was going on, waiting for his seasonal unemployment or whatever it was late. And I knew he had no money. I knew he had no food. And I knew he was too proud. He was too proud to ask anybody for help. I knew him. I had a feeling. I just had a feeling. And at 3:00 in the morning, in the middle of a fucking blizzard, I drove 3 hours in a blizzard out to where he was, blocked on his phone. with a huge bag of chili, shredded cheese, butter, sour cream, rolls, and a letter that said, "Hey, I just had a feeling that you could use it. I hope you enjoy it. P.S. Can you unblock me?" Like, we're friends, right? And I drove 3 hours home because I didn't want to disturb his fucking sleep banging on the window. So I literally drove 3 hours out in a blizzard to drop food off on his fucking step, and then drove 3 hours home, blocked on his phone. And sure enough, he did unblock me. He ended up calling me and thanking me because, well, he did not have any food, and I was absolutely right. I just fucking knew. I just knew. I was not wrong. I was not wrong. And I told him, when your demons get the best of you, remember who I am. Because I'm not the person that cheats on you. I'm not the person that's unfaithful. I'm not the person that would use you or take from you or do you wrong. I'm the person that drives 3 hours in a snowstorm to give you food. Because I just know you need it. And I don't care that you have me blocked. Because I fucking love you. That's who I am. That's who I am. And he didn't remember who I was. He actually had the balls to accuse me of cheating on him. I lost my shit. Like, are you fucking, you're saying that to me right now? Okay. Okay. Like, when you know, you know. There was a song I knew, like, even the whole time I was with him, I knew that I was meant to be with him. And at the same time, I knew, like, that song by Breaking Benjamin, Ashes of Eden. Every single time he played that song, I'd cry. I'd cry. Because I knew he was singing it to me and he didn't realize it yet. I knew. That was him singing it to me and he didn't realize it yet. And I just started fucking crying every time he played it. Because I love him enough. I loved him enough to find him in any lifetime. It's a great song, by the way. Breaking Benjamin, Ashes of Eden. Yeah, I cried every fucking time because I knew. I knew. He couldn't hear me. He wasn't hearing what I was saying. He didn't understand what I was trying to convey when I was talking to him about the mirror. When I was talking to him, about the one way and the two way and everything else. Like, when he was sitting there calling me a charlatan and shit, like, because he hated that I had a YouTube channel, hated that I did what I did for a living, my spirituality, strongly against it. Whatever the fuck his reasons are. Called me a charlatan. And I was sitting there looking at him, listening to the mirror, him telling me, well, maybe I'm cheating. And I'm just, and I'm looking at him. He's like, you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it if I find somebody else. I could have anybody else. I'll get over you. Like, it might hurt for a little while, but I'll get over you. And I'm just like, your mirror is insane. The projection that you're giving me right now, the inside scoop of you is insane. Because you're a fraud. The charlatan, you are a fraud. You're sitting in front of me in this relationship and you're a fraud. You don't even want to be with me. You want to be with her. You don't even love me. You love her and want to be with her. Who's the fraud? Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know the story. Gaslighting is a coward's process. And what's interesting is nothing I ever said to him, given I was never malicious or dishonest. I didn't ever name call him for the sake of name calling him. I was not an argumentative person. I never even raised my voice. God knows the one time he pushed me, it was about the cheating conversation. One time he pushed me and he started saying shit to me in front of my son, and I went dead silent, and I got up and I called him I said, "You're being a fucking asshole right now. Like, you're being a fucking asshole right now." And I immediately caught my own mirror and was like, "You're being an asshole, Grace, right? Your higher self, because you're slipping. You're slipping. You're not sovereign right now. You're letting this motherfucker get to you, right?" And I got up and I walked out the door. I separated myself from the energy. Immediately let my son know where I was, what I was doing, that it was fine, that I just needed to separate myself. Because if I opened my mouth just one more time, I would have went fucking ballistic. Like, you're accusing me of cheating on you. Do you understand how fucking crazy asinine that sounds to someone like me? Who would never in a million years cheat on anybody, let alone the love of my life. You're talking to somebody, you're accusing somebody of cheating, who if someone talked about you behind your back, I'd punch them in their fucking mouth for talking about you. You know what I mean? Like, this is who the fuck you're saying is cheating? Like, are you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your mind? Yes, he was out of his fucking mind. He was out of his fucking mind. He didn't see the person right in front of him for who I was. He was literally painting me to be whatever he needed me to be to justify whatever he was choosing to do in his own wounded state. Didn't want to grow, didn't want to change, didn't want to go to counseling. I asked him to go to counseling, like, didn't want to. Spent 2, 3, 4 hours, whatever the fuck it was, turning things around on me to convince me that I needed to go to fucking counseling, to the point that I broke down fucking crying. And I said, I guess I do need to go to counseling, because I was sitting there arguing with somebody and loving somebody who was fucking trying to gaslight me and convince me and turn it all around. Like, I was consciously aware of what the fuck he was doing. I knew what he was trying to switch it around. I knew he was trying to get me to feel like I was fucking crazy. I knew what he was doing. And I knew he wouldn't let up until I gave in. Because he's a sociopath. He would not let up until I gave in. So he thought he was right because I gave in, when literally I just gave up. I didn't give in. I didn't believe his shit. I just gave up fighting him because he wouldn't stop. Fine, you win. I'm breaking down in fucking tears and saying I need to go to counseling because that's what you want to hear. That's what you want to hear. That will make it stop. That will get you out of my face so I could try and go to bed. Fine, then I need to go to counseling. Fine, I'm fucking crazy. Fine. Yeah, you don't need to go to counseling. You're fine. I'm the problem. Sure, that's what you want to hear. I'm going to bed now. Can I go to bed now? Leave the fuck alone. Left him 2 weeks later. It was just shit on top of shit on top of shit. The one thing that got to him is when I told him he had no fucking honor and that he was a coward. And I was right. Because lying is a coward's game. Gaslighting is a coward's game, and there's no fucking honor in that. There's no honor in lying. There's no honor in omission. There's no honor in twisting the truth. There's no honor in that. You're a fucking pussy. You're a liar. You want to gaslight and control people because you don't have control of your own life and yourself. You want to play these fucking mind games with people. So you feel powerful. You want to put others down and make them feel stupid so you feel powerful. You're a fucking pussy. You're a gaslighting piece of shit. Grow. You're a fucking seed, bruh. You're a seed. And you ain't gonna grow if you're hanging out in the fucking shadows. Go get some sunlight. Go get some water. Fucking crazy shit. Crazy shit that we deal with. Episode 4. Title's gonna end up being, you know when you fucking know. You know when you know. You know, like you know, like you know, like you know. Don't doubt your fucking feminine energy. Don't doubt your intuition. Because if he was not so dead set on convincing me, right? Convincing me that he was right. Because he said to me when we first met, we were sitting at the bar. It was me and him and a friend of his who ended up taking his position and his wife. We were all sitting at the bar, and he says to me, it was at the very beginning before he moved 3 hours away. He goes, I can lie to anybody about anything and they would believe me. Mind you, he was a salesman. And I looked at him dead in his face. I said, you're an awful liar. Like, I know every time you're lying. And he laughed and he was like, no, you don't. I was like, yes, I do. Because I did. Every time he fucking lied to me in our relationship, I promise you, I fucking knew it. I knew it. If I let it go, it's because I wanted to believe him. But my intuition, I fucking knew it. I knew he was lying. I knew he was lying. He's a horrible liar. He's a horrible liar. But sociopath. He thinks that everybody believes him. No, people just want him to shut the fuck up. They'll tell him what he wants to hear so that he shuts up. Because otherwise he's relentless. He won't stop. He won't stop. He will talk you to death. Bless his heart. He will talk you to death. If he thinks that he can convince you that he's right. If he talks long enough and adds enough details to the story to make it sound real, you'll believe him. No. You just don't have the fucking balls to talk about your actual experience. You've buried it. You're ashamed of what? What you went through? What? You're afraid of people actually getting to know you? Because if they know you and really get to know you, they might not like you? Or are you afraid that they might actually really like you? I loved him. Like, when he was sober, he was fucking awesome. When he was drunk, he was fucking horrible. It was horrible. It was every day. But the moments when he was sober, I used to tell him all the time, I love you sober. He's like, no, you're sober. You would never love me if I was sober. No, you don't love you sober. You drive yourself crazy. You don't let yourself breathe. But I love you sober. I could talk to him for hours. Hours. He was brilliant in his head. He was fucking brilliant. I could talk to him for hours. I fucking loved him sober. I could talk to him for hours. As soon as he started drinking, it's a whole nother person. Whole nother person. And it was a shame. He was a beautiful person. He drowned it. He drowned it with alcohol. Let's get into some tarot. let's get into some tarot. Fucking hour into the fucking I just went on a fucking 58 minute fucking tear off of this fucking simple deck. This fucking energy alignment is what the fuck we're talking about. Let's get into some tarot. The fuck do we need to know, Spirit, with this fucking message? What else do we need to know right now? Got the Page of Swords reversed. We got the Six of Wands reversed. What else? The Page of Cups reversed. My deck is upright. Wow, the Tower's on the bottom. What else, Spirit? The Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. What is going on? Give me one more and then we're going to get clarities. And the Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. Wow. Wow. Page of Swords, Six of Wands, Page of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Swords is on the bottom. King of Wands is on the top. I'm going to pull clarities with a different deck. Clarify the Page of Swords in reverse, please, Spirit. Knight of Wands. Nine of Cups. Eight of Coins with the 10 of Wands. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. So we got the King and the Queen out now with the Knight. And the Four of Coin. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. Now out twice. And the Ace of Cups is on the top. All right. We've got no major arcana out here. None. Which tells me one thing. This is all about choices. See, major arcana in tarot are milestones that we as querents, right, the viewers, those that are being read, don't have control over experiencing. They're milestones, right? They're like save points. There are certain energies that we hit that we don't go back after hitting them, okay? They're milestones. When all minor arcana show up on a spread, it's all about choices. All free will choices. The minor arcana are the choices that we make that dictate or delegate where the milestones are, right? Where the major arcana are. If you think about a map, right? Because we're talking about, you know, spirit being a GPS or whatever. If you think about major arcana being all the different destinations on a map, the minor arcana is the route you choose to get there. You can choose King of Cups energy and hit the Emperor. You can choose, you know, Nine of Coins energy and hit the Empress, right? Depending on what minor arcana you choose, you'll hit on certain major arcana. So the fact that this is all minor, right? All minor arcana and court cards. No majors. This is all choice. The Page of Swords in the reverse with the Knight of Wands. This is accusatory. This is accusatory. The Page of Swords is immature when it's in reverse. This is not beginner's mind. This is not quick, short, to the point truth. This is really immature and volatile or antagonistic, provocative communication. It's petty. It's inconsiderate. It's someone throwing daggers to get a rise out of you. That's what this energy is. This could also be someone looking up your shit on social media and cursing you or blaming you when really in the mirror of things, like they're 100% to blame for the way they feel. It has nothing to do with you. This could definitely be someone wishing for your failure, right? The Six of Wands reverse is a victory card. Reverse, it's loss, right? Failure. And the Nine of Cups is with it. That's the wish card. Someone is wishing for failure. Someone who refuses to apologize. They weren't putting in an effort. The effort was too much of a burden for them. Apologizing right now is too much of a burden for them. They can't bring themselves to do it. They're hanging on the cross instead. This is someone in victim mentality. Whoever we're talking about right now, these cards, this is someone in victim mentality. Someone who is non-committal, okay, with the King of Wands here, and confrontational, argumentative. Argumentative. Someone who missed an opportunity. Oh, we're getting on the bottom of the deck. Missed an opportunity with the Queen of Cups. The nurturer, right? The ride or die. These cards don't fucking lie. Someone missed an opportunity with the ride or die because they were fucking argumentative. They were non-committal. They weren't committing, right, to the same pedestal. They weren't committing to putting the Queen of Cups on the pedestal with them. Because the Queen of Cups always puts someone on a pedestal without fail. Without fail. Pedalizes people. Way longer than she should, for that matter. Someone refuses to apologize or make an effort. They're saying it's too hard. Apologizing is too hard. Reaching out to them is too hard. Is it though? What does it take? 20 minutes? Write an email? God knows, when I wanted to get a hold of my ex, I straight up text him from a stranger's number at a fucking Walmart in Illinois. Because I knew he had me blocked and I had some shit to say. So I recorded a fucking video on YouTube, saved it unlisted, went to this stranger in fucking Walmart, said, can I borrow your phone real quick? And texted him the fucking message from a stranger's phone. Like, if you want to get a hold of somebody, you can. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. What was the worst that could happen? He wouldn't fucking respond. What's the worst that could happen? He shoots me a text and tells me to fuck off. You're fucking nuts. Is that the worst that could happen? It's not that hard to reach out to someone. It's not that hard to apologize. Yo, I fucked up. In hindsight, I fucked up. And I know how I fucked up. I fucked up when I did this, and I fucked up when I did that, and I fucked up thinking this way, and I fucked up thinking that way, and I fucked up treating you this way when this happened, and I fucked up. Like, acknowledge how you fucked up. It's not that hard. Now, a narcissist will be like, well, you'll say, what are you sorry for? Like, I'm sorry. What are you sorry for? Everything. Well, what's everything? Everything. Okay, you're going to have to be specific if you want me to believe you're sorry. Otherwise, you just want my energy back. You're not actually sorry. You're just saying you're sorry because you want my fucking attention. You want my Queen of Cups pedestal back. That's what you want. You want to be back on the pedestal. You're not actually sorry. You just missed the pedestal. Yeah, I guess you would. The pedestal's great. Being on a pedestal is great. Wouldn't know what it feels like, though. Because, you didn't put me on one. Like, let's call a spade a spade. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. This is no foundation with a non-committal queen. This is someone who is very fixed in their ego and what they want and what's important to them, and entitlement. No solid foundation. Because this is clarifying a reverse card, the Queen of Wands goes after what her soul desires. She goes after receiving what her soul desires. And sometimes that comes off as, I don't give a fuck. Like, let's just say the soul desire of the Queen of Wands wants to be financially abundant. Well, she's either going to work her ass off to make that money, or she's going to date whoever has more money. Because she desires money. Wealth. Whatever her soul desires, she's going to go get it. She's not going to commit to anything but the desire to have it filled. The King and Queen of Fire, the King and Queen of Wands. They're the only couple, quote unquote couple, that really don't give a fuck that they're married. The King of Wands goes off and does his thing. The Queen of Wands go off and does her thing. And then they come back together at the end of the night and they're like, yeah, so how was your day? Great. How was your day? Great. We both still mutually benefiting from each other? Yeah, awesome. Great. And they go off and do their own thing again the next day. Hey, you still don't care that I don't give a fuck about you? Yep. And you don't care that I don't give a fuck about you? Great. That makes us both happy. And they go on and they go off and do their own thing. That's the King and Queen of Wands. They're committed to themselves, not each other. Okay. This is the energy that's transpiring right now. We have arguments and missed opportunities, which is probably where the arguments are coming from. Because people on the DL, right? On the DL, inside their own fucking subconscious mind that they're not talking about, feel like they missed opportunities. Maybe the Queen of Wands missed an opportunity with an Emperor. Someone who was truly fucking stable and held life down for real. Someone that was actually commit worthy. Maybe she missed the opportunity with the Emperor. Maybe the King of Wands missed the opportunity with the Empress, the actual divine feminine. And now they're just kind of stuck with each other and doing their own things. And they're fighting with each other, right? They're fighting with each other. They're arguing because they missed opportunities with each other. Neither one wants to see the other happy. They're being petty. They're saying some cutthroat shit. They might be spying on each other. They might not trust each other. They might not trust each other because this could definitely be worrying about cheating. The Knight of Wands. They don't want to see the other happy without them. Let's just say they're both miserable, right? They're both miserable. And neither one wants to see the other happy without them. Like you're not allowed to go be happy. You're not allowed to leave me and go be happy. No, we're miserable together. You don't get to leave me and go be happy. Well, you don't get to leave me and go be happy either. Fine. Fine. I won't leave you and you won't leave me and we'll both be miserable together. And we won't be happy. We won't be happy because if we were happy, the other would get even more upset than they already are. Do y'all see how twisted and toxic this shit is? There is no new foundation. Nobody is making any fucking moves. Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is already slow moving. Reversed is a dead stop. Four of Coins is holding on to the reality for dear life. Afraid of change. Afraid of change. What fucking mutable challenges do you got in your chart? Because you either got some crazy Sag, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo squares and oppositions going on, or you have some seriously detrimental placements in one of those four signs. Lilith, Chiron, Saturn, Pluto, whatever the fuck. You might have a moon in there that's being challenged, very emotional. If you don't know your birth chart, you should really research it. You should really research it. Astro Dentist and Cafe Astrology are great. If you want to invest in the Astro Gold app, it's a one-time $40, and it's a great app. It's the one I use. Yeah, Astro Dentist is great. Get to know your birth chart. Because someone wants to apologize. Someone who feels abandoned without their soulmate. Digging on the bottom of this deck. The Page of Cups with the Five of Coins and the Two of Cups. Someone wants to apologize to a soulmate they abandoned or hurt. They want to communicate and they're stuck in their head about it. So they're going through a death process, an ego death, right? Because the death card is 13 and 1 and 3 is 4. What's 4? What major arcana is 4? The Emperor. It's an ego death. A death, a transformation of the masculine energy, the mind, the yang, the way we do things. It's an ego death. You're doing it wrong. Someone wants to communicate and is stuck in their head, so the transformation is happening. They want the 10 of Cups, they got to go solo. They got to go hermit mode to change fate. 10 of Cups with the Hermit card and the Wheel of Fortune. They got to change their fate and go solo dolo. Not be afraid. You have two people, right? Two people that are extremely codependent. Extremely codependent. Well, I'm not happy with you and you're not happy with me, but we would both be upset if we were happy with someone else. And y'all don't even fucking love each other. Because if you love each other, you would be you wish them happiness with or without you. You really love somebody, you wish them nothing but the best happiness that life could fucking offer them, with or without you. That's love. If you would be upset that they're happy with someone else, you're a fucking asshole and you're codependent. And you're keeping that person down and yourself down. That's not love. Love doesn't hope that someone fails. That's healing. That's healing that needs to take place. God bless my ex and his ex/current. I hope they both find fucking happiness. I've said it numerous fucking times, and I mean that. I said a prayer out to the universe way early on, like 5 years ago, because I knew he had issues. And I was like, universe, I don't even care. I just pray that he's happy with or without me. I just want him to be happy with or without me. It doesn't matter. I just want him to be happy. Always preferred it with me. But I always prayed for his happiness with or without me. I don't want him to suffer. I know him. He suffered a lot already. I hope he stops putting more on himself. I don't wish them failing. I don't wish them failing. I don't wish them struggle. I don't wish them stress. It's fucking awful. I don't wish that on anybody. None of my exes. Given, and some of them are fucking nuts. I've dated some crazies. I have dated some crazies. Yeah, you got two people just stuck in this cycle of not giving a fuck about each other and not wanting to see each other happy. Like, if you're in that kind of dynamic and you caught this message and you've made it this far in the video, like, please recognize how toxic that is. And that you and the other person should probably go your own ways and live your best lives, because it's not with each other. And that's not why you're here. To settle in misery is not why you're here in this life. I promise you that. It's not why you're here. You're here as a seed to grow into a huge, solid oak tree. You're not here to just be a seed and never grow in the shadow. It's not why you're here. You didn't incarnate into this body, into this life, to be unhappy. That's not why you're here. I promise. I know, like I know, like I know. Just being honest. I know no other way. I am bound. My astrology, I am bound to the truth. My Mercury in Sag is conjunct Saturn in Sag. It's also conjunct my Venus at 28 degrees Scorpio, but 2 degrees away, right? 2 degrees in a couple astrological minutes. Yeah, I can't lie to save my fucking life. I have a horrible poker face. I can't fucking lie for my life. And if I ever attempted it in my life, it backfired profusely and it hurt my heart space. fucking Saturn. I'm karmically bound to the truth. I cannot lie. It backfires on me every fucking time. Every fucking time. I can't even remember the last time I lied. Can't even remember the last time I lied. It's been that long. I must have been a kid. I must have been like a teenager or some shit when I was like, fuck this. I'm never lying again because I got fucking hella caught. Shit, I might have had to rat myself out, to be fair. I might have had to rat myself out because it was either rat myself out and tell the truth in order to move forward or suffer like insane consequences for something. Like it was like one of those things. And I was like, fuck this. And I've told the truth ever since. Like, I can't lie. Fucking Saturn, Mercury conjunct in Sag. Our fucking charts. Our fucking charts. It quintiles on my Jupiter. My Jupiter in Aqua. Anyway, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up. I love you all, but I think I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you, everybody who dropped a like and left comments in the live chat. I love you and appreciate you. I love catching the comments. I do. It's some of my favorite stuff when I catch them. And know like you know, like you know. Trust yourself. Trust what you know. Trust your inner GPS. Trust your divine feminine energy. It is as strong. It is equal to power, your masculine energy. Like your feminine energy can't choose shit. That's the masculine aspect's job, the yang. Your yang is the shot caller. It's the logic. It's the reason. It's the all right. It's the strategy, right? We can execute it this way. We can solve it this way. But it doesn't know what the fuck to choose if you don't actually listen to your yin, your feminine aspect. The mind without the emotion, without the heart, without the intuition, without the yin. The yang without the yin. It doesn't work. It does not work. So empower your divine feminine. Trust what the fuck you know. I am exhausted. I was at work. I was talking to one of my coworkers about it too. I was sitting there before lunch and I'm, buffing out some burrs and shit on what I'm working on. And my eyes started getting heavy. I was like, I want to take a nap, like right here. I wanted to take a nap so bad. But I didn't. I made it through lunch and then I got home and had lunch here at home, went back to work. And then I took my son out to dinner. And then we ran to Walmart and he helped me fill in some cracks and holes around the outside of the actual house that we're in because there was weird flying ants and shit that started popping up the house out of nowhere. And I was like, all right, well, they're getting in from somewhere. And sure enough, I went outside and I saw a line of them going up into a crack in the roof between my room and his because he was getting them and I was getting them in both of our rooms, but nowhere else. I was like, okay, so let's go out there. Sure enough, they're going right into the corner where his wall butts up against my wall on the outside. I was like, okay. So I sprayed a whole fucking can of Raid in there yesterday, let the shit dry. And then I went to Walmart today and got the Loctite, the expanding foam spray, and just emptied out 3 cans in the exterior of the house. So sorry, ants. Go find somewhere else. I haven't had any problems since. So I'll take it. Yeah, Grace 1, ant 0. Yeah, well, you know what? And he knows. He was laughing at me earlier because when we went out to dinner, right? I got Chinese. And my fortune was something about always being busy and on the go. Like you're always on the go, busy, busy, busy. And he laughed because he was like, well, if that ain't the fucking truth. Because I'm always doing. And then we got in from being outside. I was like, fuck it, I'm being guided to go live. Like, what am I gonna do? Yeah, busy, busy, busy all the fucking time. I'm always on the go and doing shit. I'm always fucking doing shit. Oh my God. I do everything. I mean, I'm a single mom. I don't have anybody in my life. I don't have any bestie friends that come over. I don't have any men in my life. I have nobody. Like nobody. It's just me and my son. My son don't know shit unless I teach him. So I'm always doing shit. Fuck, I went to Menards the other day because a part of the roof, before my landlord fixed it, there was a huge hole in the side of the roof where the tarp, well, the tar, whatever it was, the rubber started to rip away and all water was getting in there. And so it was leaking in my fucking ceiling. And I guess 3 of the squares in the roof just started to dip. So it's literally detached itself from the rest of the ceiling and it's kind of hanging low. And they've fixed the roof since then, but the tiles are still hanging and they're old and like that cardboardy type material. And you can't just put a nail in it because it goes right through it, right? It just starts to fall apart. So I went and bought, because it's right near a beam, I went and picked up 2, because the room itself is 12 feet wide. So I got 2 6-foot boards. They were like 8 inches by 6 feet. They're like little 1-inch boards. So I picked up a drill. I picked up some white spray paint. I'm going to spray paint them this weekend. Let them dry. I'm going to do that out on the porch. I'm going to have my son help me hold them up so I could screw them into the beam beyond the ceiling to just kind of hold it all up and make it look uniform across the space. Plus, it'll give me wood that I can actually like nail hooks and shit into, and I can bring my lights in here because that's what I want to bring my fairy lights in here. And that's what I want to do. So, yeah. He watched me fix a sub pump. He watched me cut down a fucking tree. My son watches me do fucking everything. Yeah, there's nothing I can't do. There's nothing I can't do. I will figure it out. I will figure it out. I will YouTube it if I have to YouTube it. I will figure out how the fuck to do shit. And I do. I do. So, no, it's good. It is good. He sees me busy and doing shit. Like, I wanted to go to the beach. Like, let's go. Like, who's going to tell me no? Let's go. Like, who, you want to go somewhere? Go. Like, and that's the whole thing. Like, I'm not always going to be around and do whatever. Like, if he's got an itch to go wherever, like, fucking go. What excuse you have? What? Oh, it's 10 hours away. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Never stopped his mother. 10 hours, nothing. That's a piece of cake. It's a piece of crumb cake. Shout out to all my 90 babies who just got that fucking reference. It's a piece of cake. Piece of crumb cake. Oh my fucking God. Showing my age. What's great is anybody like 20 and under would never fucking get that. Never. They missed such a fucking awesome span, like movie span. They missed it so much. Oh my God. Yeah, my son knows. I work my fucking ass off. I hustle. I make my fucking money and I get shit done. Like, I'm fucking superwoman. Straight up. Straight up. I've been up since 4:30 this morning, and that's after driving fucking, well, what ended up being 12 hours with stops the day before. Like, what? Life, what? What? Life ain't gonna be grace. Life can try to beat anybody else. Life can beat other people, but it ain't gonna beat a grace. It ain't gonna beat me. Life ain't gonna beat me. I'll whoop life's ass, make it my bitch. Like, yo. Life, I run this shit. Yo, I ain't even gonna die, yo. I'm gonna be immortal. I'm gonna figure out how to live forever. Like, life, you're stuck with me now. was like, oh, I'm stuck in this life. No, life is stuck with me. I'm fucking here now. Now what is it gonna do? For real. I love you guys. I'm gonna go eat some fucking raspberry water ice because I can fucking do that too. That's in my fridge waiting for me. And I'm gonna go to bed and get my hustle on tomorrow and do my shit. So if y'all want to catch the June readings, I have them out already for Divine Rebel members. They are not obviously out on the channel, the public ones yet. I haven't recorded those yet. I will get to them first opportunity and divine time that I get. But if you really, really, really want to know what the energies are for June, sign up and be a Divine Rebel member. The link to that is in the description, along with all the other fabulous stuff that I put in there. So until next time, guys, my love and support and gratitude is with you always. Bye.